Hey YouTube, this is Nashtaters. Welcome back to another episode of War of the Visions. So today I want to take a casual approach in looking at Eldara, the Arithmetician. Now, I did manage to get her to LB5, but unfortunately I simply do not have enough resources to bring her all the way to level 99. That being said, we're going to start her off at level 90 and kind of take her out for a spin and kind of see what the big fuss is all about. Now, I know there's a lot of things to talk about this unit because she's getting a lot of popularity on the JP server, and with the recent release of another unit that came out on Global and on JP, it's possible that she may even go up in stocks in terms of popularity. But let's go ahead and take a deeper look at her. So as you can see, my Eldara is level 90. I got the Arithmetician job to max. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the other two. So maybe, just a possibility, maybe in the future I can feature her again. But honestly, I don't think I have enough time to keep playing these extra accounts. So I think next week I'm gonna make a video and see if people have interest in wanting to have this access to this account. Because I think I should probably give this account away because honestly, I just don't have time to play this many accounts to keep featuring them, because I can't do a solid job in terms of getting them to max, getting them to conquer units, or excuse me, conquer content that perhaps could definitely use a big boost in terms of showing them off. In terms of abilities, I don't have a lot of things maxed out either, but I get what I can. So damage distribution, basically she takes damage, she absorbs some of it back. Magic obviously is what I want her to have, lots of magical attack, and change height to 2. Perhaps I should switch to maybe level 4 to level 3 instead, because this will do more damage to units that are in multiples of 3. So most units out there are going to be level 99, so of course they're going to be multiples of 3, so they're going to take more damage. I do have sub-job Arithmetician, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think people want Black Mage because of the extra damages. So I think I'm going to keep, let's see what I have actually in terms of access. So the only thing I have is Disable and CT Average and L4 Watera. Let me see what I'll look like if I switch to Black Mage. See if there's anything to really feature her. So Drain will be very good, obviously. Sleep, Toad, these are all really good for perhaps solid PvE content. But let's go ahead and switch to Arithmetician. And unfortunately, I don't really have the time to increase her bravery or faith, so it is what it is. I'm just gonna have to do what I have. Looking at her stats, it looks pretty good. 2000 HP, we got some extra spirit, pretty good agility at 60, dex 222, jump 1, move 3, and let's see what about resistances. So pretty rough across the board. Definitely have to supplement them with lots of vision cards, lots of Esper stuff, and then of course she is strong to magic, so she is going to be weak to disable, she's going to be weak to confusion, or strong to confusion, strong to disable, and so that's actually pretty good. So she can be charmed, unfortunately, something to really keep an eye on in terms of maybe PvP content. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take her for a spin. Let's maybe do some of the harder content first, and then we can do some arena. So as you can see, I'm going to go through my equipment. I don't have much to work with because this is essentially a brand new account. I got some cheap leather clothing. I did manage to get a +3 platinum mace, which I don't have enough materials to get it all the way up. But one thing I've learned is if you do not have the bronze mace, which essentially will be the best in terms of increasing your weapon efficiency, you can actually equip anything. It just takes an awful long time to get to the next level. So you need maximum B grade, or excuse me, D grade to equip the R, in which case then you can start getting up all the way to the UR quality, which essentially you need an A. I think you need a B to start equipping MRs. So I tried on my main account to get a, believe it or not, a bronze mace for about 4 or 5 days, and I couldn't get it. So essentially I just slapped a rare mace, the iron mace, on my unit, my little Leela, and it took I think 4 or 5 days to get to the next level of D. So that's something to keep in mind. For the easiest and most efficient, simply try to buy a bronze mace from the shop. And then that's pretty much all I got. I don't really have anything else, unfortunately, because I can't equip anything else. And I think she does come with armor, so at least I can give her that. Let's take a look at her TMR. Switches own location with enemy and bestows quicken on self. That's pretty good. Like, you can get another unit out of a jam and switch units, or excuse me, switch location, and then of course make yourself even faster. Really good spirit here, crit evade, and of course not so great HP, but you know it's an UR quality, and for this account is actually very solid. So we're gonna slap that on her, and then that means I can slap just a cheap ring. And of course I don't have any better espers. I do have Ramu, but I haven't really been leveling it up with her in terms of resonance, so this is the best I have in terms of increasing some magic. And then I was using this in terms of just gaining some extra job points, but we'll go ahead and switch to Trousseau for extra magic attacks, and then we'll get a little bit more accuracy. That's one thing that I noticed she's going to be weak at, is accuracy, so we definitely need accuracy. So we're going to take my Eldara, my Sexy Stern, and my Companion, and we're going to see just how well she does in terms of conquering content. Now obviously bear in mind, again, disclaimer here, I don't have the best equipment, I don't have everything maxed out, but it's kind of good to kind of just see what she does, right? To kind of do a little gauging, right? Obviously most of you guys have better equipment, better cards and whatnot than me, but let's see how much damage she can actually put out. 1800 right there. Now obviously that was a fire unit, so you're gonna do 25% more damage right off the bat. But if you saw 1800, it's already pretty decent. So just imagine if she has everything maxed out and best gear, best everything. So against wind, that guy, it was 900 something. Again, not too shabby to be honest. So we know she can do a lot of damage. We've seen footage, at least I personally have seen footage. Okay, look at that, 2000 on her holy. So she can put out a lot of damage potentially. On top of it, her heals are instant. So that's what makes the big difference in terms of PvP content, right? She can instantly heal her. Well, as soon as it's her turn, she can instantly heal her comrades and herself back to full, or at least within a range of not being killed. And that's a big plus in PvP. And right now, there's a big trend. Oh, another 2k damage. So there's a big trend in terms of arithmeticians in Arena, right? In JP, because of the release of Little Leela, that's dual. Yep, I said it, dual arithmetician. Very powerful because of the instant heals, instant hits, and they're very fast. And they're somewhat durable. So it's kind of like taking JP Arena by storm, so to speak, right now. And the third unit you can kind of inject and insert any unit to really make that team viable. And see we can find some folks that we can fight in terms of Arena. Now obviously this is my team. I don't have a solid team. So what we can do is we can try to find people that matches in terms of these two levels. So let's see if this 73 matches. Not quite. Not quite. But because I have a level 50, I think it's not really the numbers wise, they're a little bit stronger than me in terms of physical attack. So let's give it a shot. Now I'm not even looking at elements, I'm not looking at equipment, I'm just gonna take them out for a spin to see the AI component of this, right? Because I don't have anything turned off. I'm just gonna let this unit run raw, right? That's what I call raw, because there's nothing is untouched, untainted. Just kind of let them do their thing in terms of AI and see how far she can go. Now obviously being water, she might be weak to Orlando in this case, but I have Super Stern to kind of do that debuffing on him, and I think that's good enough for me. So not enough to kill me. Not enough to kill me. And there's a miss. So it's all Eldara now. Get that baby heal up. Do some more damage. Boom. Kill that level 55. So she is strong to magic, remember? And there it is. Instant heal again. Boom. The tide of battle has completely turned in my favor. It's just not enough damage. I mean, she's what, 60? So just not enough damage against me. So let's find another team that perhaps we can kind of match our levels. So we clearly found an opponent that's much stronger than us. Much stronger than us. I think we're gonna get slaughtered, but let's go ahead and take a chance at it. All those units that they have are not strong to magic, so we have a possibility of perhaps at least killing 1 or 2 of their units. I think ultimately it boils down to performance of KOR in conjunction with my Eldara. But as you can see, Eldara literally has no buffs because she's not going to use her... Actually, I don't even have it equipped. Maybe that's a good way to do it. I'll go ahead for the next... That's fine. Get that biggest power attack out of the way from her, and boom, I can finish him off. That's a level 99. But that's a kind of a glass cannon, so that should be an easy kill. And I should have an advantage here because of the fact that I am dark and he is light. Boom! Again, weakness to magic. Cleaned up in aisle 2. Wow, never mind. She got slaughtered in that one. So this boils down to a one-on-one and see what happens. I should be a little bit quicker though. Man, he hits hard though. He hits hard. Can we get the kill? No, I lost. No! Wait, did I win? Wow, that's amazing, folks. Look, here we go. This is good. This will balance it out. They have much better stats than me, and they have really tanky and healing units. So this is going to be a good match for us. But one thing I've learned though, KOR Stern is actually very good for PvP. Probably one of the better units in the entire game in terms of PvP, right? If you get her maxed, everything like that. And then Eldara is just a very good support unit. Just very hard to deal with. Very hard to deal with. So, but you do have to actually supplement her with some resistances. You saw earlier, I mean, she got one-shotted by Mont. And honestly, that probably shouldn't happen. I should be able to make short work of him, even though he's 79, because he's a squishy unit. I'm not sure if they have re-raise or raise, but she's level 79, so she probably wouldn't have that. Actually, she could, yeah, she will have it. Never mind, what am I saying? Because that's just only Awakening 6. So she may actually resurrect our boy there. So Holy didn't do too much damage. Wow. She doesn't do too much damage at all, huh? Verbia? She has to use her skills. I got silence. That's no good. I think I'm going to lose because their team has much better gear than I do for sure. Yep, there goes Eldara. So, but I'm putting up a reasonable amount of fight, right? If I can get one more hit in there. Nope, that was not bad. That was not bad at all. So, in conclusion, I think Eldara, of course, KOR Stern was sort of featured in this video as well. Both units are really going to be really solid for your account, right? All you got to do is work a little bit harder on your trifecta, and you got to get some better levels and max out things here and there. Get your proficiency up in terms of equipment. Make sure you get the resonances matched up with to get the maximum out of your espers. I think they're going to be solid units, even given the bare minimum really that I have. I was still able to put up fights against enemies that have really good equipments and higher level than me. So I think the easiest conclusion to draw here is these units are definitely worth getting. If you have a chance to get them, get them. If you have a chance to build them, build them. I think that's all the time for this video. I want to thank y'all for joining me on this journey in terms of creating an account to do 2 showcases. First off, I wanted to showcase how nice the companies are in giving items and free items to beginner players. Second about, I got lucky enough to get Eldara, and I got lucky enough to get KOR Stern, and I was able to feature both of them from a casual perspective, right? Since the disclaimer is already saying that I don't have enough stuff to really show them at max potential, but as you saw from the footages, they could be very solid, and their potential is obviously there. I want to thank y'all for watching, and I want to thank you for the continuous support. Remember, time is your most valuable resource, so spend it wisely. And as always, take care of yourself and all your loved ones. Nashtaters and his boys out of here. Peace out.